Our topic for today is top 10 tips for English learners. So, number one, what would you say is the most important thing that English learners should do when they want to learn the language?
Hmm. I think it's a very typical thing that is always suggested by teachers, but I think it really helps. Watching television would be my first one. Yeah.
Absolutely. Or YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Yeah. Anything that you can find on the internet these days would definitely help. And like really trying to do it regularly, because I think this is where it goes wrong sometimes. That people start with the best intentions and then they don't have the time or forget to do it. So
Absolutely.
as often as you can,
So,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you can do daily practice.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? And there's so much interesting stuff on the internet these days that I don't think you would struggle to find something that
Sure.
would help, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can listen to podcasts as well, online radio.
Yeah.
That would certainly help with your listening
Listening?
skills.
Yeah, definitely.
What about reading? If you want to practice your reading, what would be the best tip, do you think?
Um, Reading newspapers, or if you don't have access to these because you're not in the UK, then you can always, again, find it on the internet. So you can find lots and lots of newspapers, news on the internet.
Yep.
Just make sure that you do it in English, yeah?
Yeah, the BBC website's a good one.
Yeah.
If you want something a little bit more challenging, The
Mm.
Guardian as
Mm.
well. Um, you could read news stories that interest you.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a good tip as well, I'd suggest. Read or listen or watch things that you're interested in.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it easier, doesn't it? Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't feel like you're forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do if you find something that is interesting to you.
it feels less
Yeah,
like work or study,
exactly. More like pleasure. Yeah,
just learning for fun.
yeah, exactly. It's a lot easier these days. Would you
Sure,
agree? Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
And what about people who want to, let's say, improve their grammar or vocabulary or just brush up their general English?
Hmm. Well, there are a lot of books you can use, but you can always get yourself a teacher online. That always helps, doesn't it? And they will help you.
Excellent idea.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
An online English teacher can certainly help you with your conversation, with your
Hmm.
grammar and vocabulary,
Vocabulary.
anything
Correct the
really.
mistakes you make. Yeah,
Yes, that's it. A
yeah.
lot of a lot of people when they're learning really like to be corrected.
Mm,
And
mm,
so, yes, if you've got a native speaker who can listen and correct your mistakes as you go, then you're much more likely to learn quickly and improve your English.
yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. So we've talked about listening, reading. What about writing? What about if you want to develop your writing skills? Any tips there?
I think that's a difficult one because you can try to teach yourself, but again, you need someone to correct your writing for you. So we go back to the same tip again that it's useful to have a teacher, yeah, and a teacher online can do that for you as well. Correct your writing because you just never know if you're doing it well. You can try to do it yourself, but
Sure.
you need someone to help you, don't you?
Yeah. And
Mm.
writing is often required for exams like the IELTS or the Cambridge exams.
Yes,
So
that's for sure.
that's where a
Mm.
teacher would certainly help.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I suppose you can still practice writing emails to a friend or
Mm.
something like that to develop your writing skills.
Yes, and there are a lot of materials online or printed materials you can buy or you can look at to improve your writing. So
Sure.
you can do it. You can definitely do
And
it.
if spelling's an issue, then a dictionary.
Yeah, a dictionary or the good old spell checker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right, if you're writing
yeah,
on your computer.
yeah.
My favourite dictionary is the Macmillan Online Dictionary.
Hmm. I think I would agree with that. Yeah, that is a good one.
Sure.
Very good for learners, isn't it? Yeah, lots of tips and extra information. So
Very much so.
yeah.
Okay. So, sounds like lots of useful tips and
Yes,
hints
I hope
there.
so. I hope so.
Thank you very much. For the full tape script and extra activities to practice the expressions and vocabulary from this lesson, download the PDF file included with your purchase. Activity 3. Listen and repeat. Top 10 tips for English learners. People start with the best intentions. I don't think you would struggle to find something. You don't feel like you're forcing yourself to do something. Brush up your general English. Writing is often required for exams. If spelling's an issue, then use a dictionary. Lots of useful tips and hints.